What's up, go-getters? I wanted to come in and do this special mini training for introverts, sensitive business owners, highly sensitive business owners, intuitive business owners, heart-centered business owners. But I wanted to come in and do this mini training to help you if you are introverted and you are afraid to sell, or you feel trauma around selling, or you feel a disconnect when it's time for you to share your products and services with the world. I wanted to come in and do this mini training. So I'm actually sharing a document from inside of the Spiritpreneur Society, which is my coaching group for spiritpreneurs or heart-centerpreneurs or sensitivepreneurs or introvertedpreneurs, whatever name you label yourself by, or even if you don't have a label but you feel drawn to this amazing coaching program. This is a little bit from that. I'm taking some notes from one of the exercises we are doing, which is the From Selling to Serving Challenge. So this is a brilliant challenge that myself and the members there have been participating in. And what this challenge is doing for us is softening our hearts and reminding us that we have gifts that we need to share with the world because people need the solution that you have. So this is shifting our mindset from selling to a space of serving. So with the challenge, I did a training specifically for the challenge. I also did a document, and this is the document that, they have with the challenge inside of the membership. But I wanted to base the training a little bit from some of the tidbits I shared with my coaching members so that I could share this with the world, okay? Because it's somebody out there that needs it. So first of all, introverted. What is an introvert? So we know what the world says an introvert is, but what I really believe that an introvert is someone who does not necessarily feel as energetic when they are around too many people too much of the time. Introverts tend to charge up from being alone. It's not that we never want to be around people, but it's that we need a certain amount of time and space in order for us to show up into the world powerfully and charge up. A lot of introverts are generators. So if you've ever heard of human design, this is one of the tools that we also use inside of the Spiritpreneur Society, just to help to identify some things about yourself and to identify how your energy flows, right? What powers you up and what doesn't power you up so much. That's what human design is going to help you to be able to do. Okay, so with being an introverted person, what I want you to remember is that you have an amazing gift inside of you, and God knew what was happening when you were created. So you were uniquely and you were wonderfully made, and the Creator knew exactly what was happening when you were birthed into this world. And so one of the ways that I used to feel, because I am technically considered an introvert, some people would call me an extroverted introvert. So you would never really know unless I'm in certain situations where I'm uncomfortable, but I totally can relate, which is why I'm so passionate about helping and teaching this. So one thing for me is I used to really, really cry out to God, and I used to just feel some sort of way because I had this big business on my shoulders and these big ideas and all these people that I needed to reach. But personality-wise, energetically, I didn't feel as though I was a good energetic match for all of the amazing things that I wanted to accomplish. So I really did feel some sort of way. And I used to just pray God help me, give me the strength to just be all I need to be, and so that I can just, carry out this business without feeling so stressed, without feeling so overwhelmed, without feeling so overworked. Has anybody listening ever felt that way, that you have all of these big ideas? Let me know in the comments. But for whatever reason, these ideas feel really too big for you energetically. Like you don't feel like you're a good energetic match for the work that you need to do here on earth, and you feel so out of place. So if you do relate to that, let me know. So the information that I received back was that you are enough. Like I knew what I was doing when I made you, and when I gave you this business idea, when I gave you these desires, I knew who you were. So I want you to know that you were created to fit your business just like a glove, or your business to create to fit you just like a glove, I should say. I know it feels awkward and it feels like you have all of these things to do and you're not sure if you're a good, fit for them, but your business has to fit you and not the other way around. So I think that the way that we've been taught is that our businesses we're supposed to fit into our businesses. So we've got all of these huge tasks to do, like, marketing, going live, emailing daily, DMing cold strangers, making cold calls, doing all this stuff that we feel so uncomfortable with, but we have to become a match for that stuff. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to fit yourself or squeeze yourself in places where you don't fit to be loved, accepted, paid well by your clients, okay? The most powerful thing that you can do is be yourself. So just remember that the most powerful thing that you can do is be yourself. So I feel like standing in your power all starts with acknowledging who you are. There is realizing that there is nothing wrong with you, realizing that you were fearfully and wonderfully made, and that everything that's been deposited in you was deposited in you for such a time as this, so you can boldly step forward in it. Okay, so I just want to quickly cover a few concepts that may help you. Okay, one of the things that I want to talk to you about is to realize that selling is serving. Realize that selling is serving. So when you are selling, you are actually serving. You are actually providing a solution. You are actually helping other people. Okay, there's giving, which is important. So it's important for us to be givers, but there's also receiving. And when you are not doing both of those things, you are out of balance in your business. So you're not in business just for a hobby. You are in business to share your zone of genius with the world and to be paid well for it, because that balance is needed. You should be receiving pay, and your clients and customers, it's good for them to also be giving back to you as well. Another thing as well is that selling can be easy and it can be fun. So you can actually play a game. It doesn't have to be so serious. You can challenge yourself. And that's kind of what we're doing with the challenge, is we're sort of playing a game where we're finding it so fun to get out there and to offer our products and services. We're just making offers, right? And then we're coming back into the group and we're holding each other accountable and we're having a lot of fun with it. A lot of the times we overcomplicate things as well. We overcomplicate selling, right? We overcomplicate it. But just remember, I have here that 1 + 1 = 2. That's a very simple equation, all right? The more we invite people into our offers, 1 + 1 = 2, which is more sales. So it takes us, our invitation, and then eventually more sales. Okay, so another thing I want to share with you that may help you really to break free is that you are not actually responsible for the yes. You're not responsible for the yes. So you're not responsible for people giving you a yes. You are responsible for giving people information in order for them to tell you yes, so that they can make up their mind whether or not it's a yes or a no. And I want you to know that the yes is just as important as your no. Both of them are super important, because you don't want people in your programs and buying your products that are a terrible fit for them, because that leaves for a bad experience for you and them, and bad reviews and stuff like that. So you want for it to be a great fit for someone. So all you're responsible for doing is providing them information and education to be able to make an educated decision as to whether or not your product is for them or not. Okay, so the next steps as an introvert, okay, is to decide on what you can give. And I have here to decide on your rhythm. But you want to decide on what it is that you can give. So what will you sell? What will you focus on? What's your main focus? And how often will you sell it? Okay, so you want to answer those 3 questions. What will you sell? What's your main focus? And how often will you sell it? And then from there, you want to decide on what your invitation looks like. How will you invite to your offer? So inside of the society, I have some amazing resources. The No Hustle Marketing Strategies, which is actually a guide that you can access for free. The link is inside of the description box below this video. So that's one thing I'm giving for free along with this workshop. But also The Launch with Ease Planner is something available for members only, but when you access that, that's actually going to teach you how to sell according to your human design, how to launch according to your human design. So those are some things that will give you some different ways that you can invite people into your offer. And you have to sit and see which feels lightest, which feels expansive, which feels like these are things that energetically you can do. So one thing I want to tell you as an introvert, you've been told that you have to commit to a whole lot of stuff that is way outside of your scope. I mean, it's way outside of stuff that you're even really willing to do, which is why selling has become so stressful for you. I'm here to tell you that we're not looking to make you unhappy with your marketing plan, right? You don't need to be unhappy and stressed in your marketing plan. You need to look at the many different options that are available to you. Like, what are some different ways that you can invite people to work with you, and see which ones feel really good to you. And those are the ones that you want to start with. So another thing that I want to share before I go, I don't want to hold you too long, it's just a quick mini training to help you, is word swaps. So I shared a post recently about some swaps that you can use, and I actually share the word swaps inside of the private Facebook group here. So I'm just going to click over to that post just so that I can read them to you, because I think that you may find these word swaps very helpful to you. Because what happens, guys, is that some of the words that we have been using has controlled our perspective around selling. So words like sale triggers a lot of us. Words like launch triggers a lot of us. And the reason it triggers a lot of us, because our expectations for what selling in a launch should look like have been controlled by outside influences that are outside of us. So we have to learn to reshape those words, the things that we speak, so that we can reshape our perspectives. And we can also try out some of these word swaps with our clients and customers, because they may also feel better to them as well, instead of feeling pushed and rushed to buy from you, because that's not the vibe at all. So some of the word swaps I suggest are replace selling with serving or inviting. So instead of saying selling, how about the word serving, or how about the word inviting? Replace join now with accept your invite now, or remove the word now altogether, because people are going to join you in their own perfect time and space, and you don't have to push them to join you. When they know that what you have is right for them, they will take action with you. Replace launching with inviting or offering. Replace program with experience, or here's the answer, or here's the solution. So I said at the bottom here that I don't know how many times I have prayed that God would give me an answer to something, and then someone showed up in my newsfeed or wherever with the solution, and I was so happy to hand over my money and pay them so that I could get my transformation. And that's what so many of your clients and customers are needing from you. They are needing you to step up and needing you to share your product and service with them so that they can get a transformation, because you are just what they've been looking for. So I hope that this mini training has helped you. I want to give you a special invitation to the Superpower Society. If you're feeling called to work with me, this is just one space. This is literally like the only thing I have for sale to serve heart-centered entrepreneurs, to help you to show up more powerfully, to help you to get in alignment with your own internal clock and your rhythm and flow, help you to be able to market and sell with complete ease. If that sounds like something you want to do, under this video, and I don't do this, I don't normally do this, but under this video, just this video, okay, I'm going to put the link where you can get backdoor access right inside of my coaching membership, okay? So definitely check that out, and leave me some comments below whether or not this has helped you and whether or not you can relate, okay? Be blessed. See you soon.